Hey, what is going on with you guys? You know who it is your favorite granny. I am kidding, I am not a block, but it is of course Sub-Zero Exabyte coming in clutch with another video for you guys today, and today we are of course doing something new, and with something new I actually mean the same old, but at least something is new, and that is that something happened while I was gone for the day. But let's focus on this first, and never mind, we already screwed up on one of our first sentences. This is going to prove that today will not be a great day for me trying to do some hardcore sleeping right here. But as you may have noticed, I was contacted by a person on the streets. Now I am not sure about the things that he wanted, but I could tell that he wanted something from me, so that is why he sent me down here to this home, right, which is kind of weird, and I will get to the bottom of this. Yes, that was a pun. What are you going to do about I make puns? That is right, go sue me. Never mind that. No wait, please do not do that. I am afraid, just like I am afraid of dying, but then again that has never stopped me from doing incredibly stupid things whatsoever. So again, sue me. They ate us because they ain't us. At least that is something that the kids used to say way back when I was still a little kid. But then again, I am not all that familiar with what the youth call street slang, because they think that I am too old for that. Well, you might be right in that, but then again, is there anyone here who actually cares about that? No, that is right, and neither should any of you, so let's hop on and let's find out what it is that the community dude wants. I mean, come on, of course I am kidding. I know all about this story and everything, and I am kidding because he is a friend. That is all not a secret if you ask me. But then again, I might say that I have got a PhD in medicinal biochem, which I do not have, by the way. But that does not mean that I cannot come up with some kind of mechanism to find out what this guest even wants me to do here. But it will take some time, and we have a lot of time on our hands right now, people. But we will just march on, of course, but then after we recollect, because we just walked straight into that story. That was maybe a little stupid of me, but then again, I am not the one on trail here. I mean, the story of today is about a random Roblox player that turned into a Roblox legend out of nowhere. Literally just nothing at all. And then it just happened, poof, he was a legend. Now this is something that is just insanely horrifying if it were to happen to you. I mean, no one would want that, right? So that is basically what today is about. We are here for that one reason. The story about the community guy that became a Roblox legend out of the blue, and we have no idea why. I mean, it is basically just an urban legend, and we have no idea if this actually is a true story. But let's say that it is. Well, that makes it all the more scary if you ask me. And I really want to make sure that whatever we do today is actually something that will make sense, so that we can actually find out what has happened around here with this person that you see on your screen. So we start with today. Today was a day where everything that is usually working against me suddenly turned around and actually worked out for the best. Now I can hear you think, why a random friend? What in the world are you on about? And well, my beloved friends, I asked myself the exact same question, and I still do not have the answer to that question. Let's just say that my life is like a roller coaster, and usually there are some hops and dips, but today there was a full-on cork. And let me tell you, it was awesome. Everything that I have done up until this point in time has been worth it, since if I did not do those things, then I would alter the future, meaning that today might never have happened. I could have already been dead. Maybe I had already stopped making these videos, and maybe, just maybe, then I would not be talking to you right now. So I am very grateful for how everything panned out, and I know that I am keeping you guys waiting, and this might all seems like a really elaborate bait where I just tell you that I changed my pants this morning. Woohoo! Even though that would be quite the accomplishment. But no, I ended up chasing this quest down after I went out of our house. We actually were living just there, which was cool. But again, not the story. Okay, so it looks like this party should be starting any second now, and that means that our little horror adventure has officially started. So please tell me that everyone is ready for this video. So I would like to ask you to remain seated throughout this whole ride, and to please keep your feet and arms inside of the carriage at all times. Now it is almost time for this thing to open, and we can see what horrors lie behind this hotel. And I am not sure what to actually make of this right now, but I guess that I will just go with the flow, and I will not be a showstopper. I like how every time I am doing this that I just think that all of this is just normal and stuff. I mean, you have got to love some horror, right? But this one is already kind of scary, so I am not sure what to do right now. Just please do not pee your pants. I am actually not even sure, but I think that I am right. I mean, I am always right, so that is not really something that I am all too worried about, if I have got to be honest right now. I mean, look at me, you guys. You all know this. But of course until we have arrived at the next floor, this is the perfect timing to go ahead and freak our butts off together. Come on you guys, we are not stopping anytime soon. We are ready to just be scared throughout the whole ride, so just hold on tight please. I actually really do not like these things really. I mean, I am not a big fan of scary thing to be honest. And my god, is this thing freaky my mans. Let's just hope together that I do not end up peeing my pants. And neither do you guys, because that would be kind of odd. Man, this thing is so freaking weird. I mean, I have been in a lot of weird buildings, and I have been in some pretty scary places. I mean, you get the point. But all of those went like super duper fast and stuff. And this is not a haunted house then, I guess, because this is taking a while. This thing is pretty much going the speed of my brain usually on a Monday morning. That is usually the time where my brain just crashes and stuff. I wonder if more people have that going on when they are struggling with to get through the Monday morning after having a pretty bawling weekend behind them. I know that those things can be rough to be honest. So I am wondering what is coming up next. Wow, I am actually hoping for something a little more scary. Oh wait, never mind, this is not anywhere near scary. I mean, would you just look at this? This is not even scary at all. Why would I want to be here in something like that? No way, Jose. I just want my muffins. The last thing that we did was way more fun for me. I mean, I just want to eat like 1,000 muffins or something like that. It might actually be a little bit too much, but you cannot really eat too much muffins now, can you? But I still wish that I would have some muffins right here and right now. I mean, muffins are not always what you want, right? I mean, they are not always something. Well, I am sure that that was something. I mean, I do love myself some muffins here and there, so I am down with doing a lot more of those. But once you go muffin, you do not want nothing. That was supposed to rhyme, but I am bad at rhyming, so I apologize for that. Now, of course, this would not be a horror video if there were not some insane long waiting time to go from door to door. But then again, that cuts into us just having to stand around and basically do nothing instead of actually having to walk around all day. And we are here right now wandering through this weird building, and I am totally not scared. Alright guys, but that is fine I guess. I mean, who knows what we could be doing other than this right now. But no, I had to go to the movies that are scaring the living poop out of me, and it is just dropping me through the poop randomly. But I guess that I will just act like everything is cool, even though it really is not that cool right now. But that might just be me, to be honest. Who knows actually? Maybe you guys think that it is all okay to just go around and fall through movie screens. But personally, I really do not like that at all. But like I said, that might just be me then, but that does not really matter to me because I do not actually mind a nice walk here and there, and I actually hate standing around and waiting because I am just that impatient. And yes people, I actually am that impatient when it comes to waiting. Oh, we are almost out, right? Oh wait, never mind, we are not, I guess. Well, that is a bummer. Now let's just hope that we can get to the next place in a little bit of a quick manner, because I am about to pop an egg right here because of this waiting. Oh my god, I need more muffin time, and I do love muffin time, you guys. But that was enough muffin time because we have a lot more things to go through, and I do not want to get all repetitive to you guys when it comes to my content, because my content is always very original and non-clickbait like, so I do not want you guys to start thinking any less of me right now. There is just too much at stake when it comes to the channel and to the people and you guys, and I am not about to throw all of that away just because I am starting to become lazy. Well, let me tell you this then, because I am not lazy, nor will I ever become lazy. Okay, never mind, I might actually be like very lazy, but that does not matter because there is just a lot of stuff that I have to do, so there is just no time to be lazy around these days anymore. I mean, I cannot be lazy right now because I am being held on the edge of my seat because I am so scared right now. Okay, but talking about big things, have you guys ever heard of the tale of the horror granny? And I am talking about a real grandmother. And a viewer's discretion is advised because this story/tale is pretty graphic and horrific. So this kind of correlates in with the happenings of this last night, which was just horrible from my perspective. But as you may have noticed, that there are a lot of sightings of a giant Steve being done throughout the last couple of years. And you might be thinking that all of those things are just one big complete hoax. Well, I can assure you that they are not. But for starters, I believe that most of you will be familiar with the happening and sightings of the so-called Herobrine in Minecraft. I mean, that is just one nasty individual, and I can tell you honestly, that I would have never imagined that something like that could ever be real. But I got amazed and surprised and of course mortified whenever I saw that this was not just a fable or a tale. No, this was the harsh reality of the Minecraft players. They had to deal with his shenanigans, and no one would believe anyone, which of course is just horrible. I mean, the fact that this thing was just roaming around freely in all of the different Minecraft worlds and realms is just horrible. But this is not the worst part of the story, because this is only the first part of the story. You see how I made that rhyme there? I know that I am an amazing rapper, it is pretty crazy. But as I was saying, no one would believe each other when they were talking about these crazy tales, because no one was actually able to get the Herobrine on camera or on video, whatever floats your boat. But all of that changed when one particular YouTube channel was able to catch this monster on camera. The channel is called Granny Hunter, which is totally real, and he was the one that made the discovery in the first place. Check out those videos if you want to see the horrors of the actual Herobrine. But wait a second, what was that? My helmet is blocking the sound of this guy's voice into Steve his mouth. What are you talking about, fellow crane man? Oh my god, we are actually heading into the general direction of the giant Steve. I cannot believe that this is happening right now. This is so amazing that we can actually get this on video right now. This is so cool, you guys. Watch out for this because it is going to be really good right now. I cannot believe that we are going to be getting a close-up shot of this magnificent creature. Oh wait, there is a sharp turn. We are going too fast. Oh no, why does this always happen to me? Oh my god, I cannot believe that I have just done that. Why am I even driving? I told you guys that I am way too shook to be operating a vehicle all by myself. I mean, come on. This was just not safe to begin with. And now we are distanced from this beautiful creature again. But we will have to find a way to get to him because that is the only thing that is on my mind right now. But let me continue my story. So I was talking about the giant Steve, but I was giving some background info on the Herobrine. So this YouTube channel by the name of It's Dylan was the first one out there to capture the horrific events of the Herobrine around a lake. And as suitable as it, the name has now been called the Herobrine Lake. And so is the series that unraveled the events of the Herobrine around that lake. And it was a town that was built around that lake, and it was just a horrible thing to see. It was very scary, and if I were you I would not be watching it alone, or at night, because you will not close an eye after you have seen the events that happened at the Herobrine Lake. Now that was just one of the myths in Minecraft that turned out to be not so much of a myth, because it turned out to actually be true, and not just some tale that a drunk fisherman started telling. So kind of the same goes for the story that goes around the giant Steve. So we all know the story of Steve, or actually, we do not know the story of Steve since he is such a mysterious character. I mean, we all know Steve, but we still do not really know Steve. If that is something that you can follow. By this I mean that we have been playing as Steve for the better part of a decade, but we still do not know one thing about Steve, except for his looks. That is the only thing that we know about him, and that we are sure of. But we do not know anything about his personality. And I mean, Steve doesn't have much of a personality nor a real goal on its own. It never talks. All it really does is actions related to the player's choice. He could be a nice, generous man, or a sadistic, cruel mass homicidal maniac, who has absolutely no morals. He can vary so much that he fits in nearly every category. Because Steve can be an administrator, he could be considered lawful good, that is because he enforces by the rules of Minecraft. Or if he is a troll, he could be the Joker. The possibilities are endless. I mean, just think about this. How hard could it be for him to become a giant? I mean, he is 2 blocks tall, usually, and that is something that I want to touch up on right now. Steve already has some kind of super strength, and by that I mean the following. Steve is capable of carrying over 400,000 tons of materials, and he is able to break solid wood trunks and rocks quite easily with his punches. And, if enough time is taken, even diamond and Minecraft obsidian can be broken by Steve's constant assault. He is even able to kill zombies and other beasts only with his hands. His super strength extends to his legs, being able to jump 1 meter high with ease. Then after that he is a combat master. Steve has shown to have great combat proficiency, being able to deal with creatures much more powerful. But he was the one that actually made all of this happen to this innocent and fragile granny until she snapped. Not like Thanos, but still kind of scary. It is just really weird to think about all of this, and I know that it is hard to be confronted with the facts like this. I mean, I never claimed that this was going to be easy. I mean, I would rather have been doing something else right now, but I cannot go home because I really do not feel safe there at all. So there is just no other place for me to go. And then when I decide to go do a story talk, and actually have been her now for all of this time, and then after all of this time we get to see her true colors, well, to me that is just hard. I mean, I cannot speak for everyone of course, but to me this is just something that will haunt me for a long time to come.